there you have it, guys. Military aircrafts are spotted, landing at Trinidad's PRCO International Airport. It is a sight that you have to wonder. You have to wonder, what has Kamla Prasad Bisesa done? People have been texting me and asking me, Grenadian ambassador, what are your views about that? Have you seen the military aircrafts that have been landed in Trinidad and Tobago? What are your say? And all I can say, guys, is that Kamla Prasad Bisesa, what have you done? What have you done? I still stand on my belief, on my opinion, on my views, that this is a grave mistake that Kamla Prasad Bisesa, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, has done. This is a very, very poor and unwise decision to go ahead, not even considering the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to hear what is it, are their views, are they in agreement or in a disagreement, not even consulting the Trinidadian society, not even consulting CARICOM. What have you done, Kamla Prasad Bisesa? Trinidad will no longer know peace. Trinidad, this level of threat will be worse than the gun violence and the gang violence that Trinidad is currently facing. Because it is sad now to see that this move that the government of Trinidad and Tobago has taken in opening up their doors wide open for Trump and his regime, America and their forces, to come into the island and use the island as an access point to Venezuela. This will now end relationship between Venezuela and Trinidad. As of now, consider diplomatic relationships between Trinidad and Tobago, partnerships between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela, consider it non-existent. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, what have you done? There should have been, there isn't even one person in government, in her cabinet, around her that can tell her, look, we need to think through this. Now, this decision will not only affect Trinidad, but this has opened the door for big trouble for the entire Caribbean. Now, the Caribbean, we have to start preparing. No longer the monitoring mode that we are in, the vigilant mode that we are in, the alert mode that we are in. We now have to start preparing for the worst. We have to start preparing for the worst, because this decision that Kamla Prasad Bisesa have taken is a very, very bad decision in my point of view. This is all I have to say, guys. It's sad. It's sad to see that this woman, this Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago, the arrogance, the level of arrogance in not even considering the safety of Trinidad and Tobagonians, right? Because the biggest enemy here, is not the neighbor, but it is the imperial power that is coming in to seize something that is not theirs. And if they don't get it, they are like a little child in a candy store. They will cause chaos. They will destabilize. They will turn over the entire region to get what they want. And it's sad to see that Trinidad, the government, I know it's not the people, but the government of Trinidad and Tobago has opened the gates wide, the gates wide open, very widely, and saying welcome, welcome, without even considering the consequences and the precautions that will come along with such decision. Caribbean, the people and citizens of the Caribbean, north, south, east, and west, it is time for us to prepare. Now I advise us, come out of the monitoring mode. We have to start to shift, start making preparations, even if you have to gather little essentials. Start gathering little, essentials, like when you're preparing for a natural disaster, when a hurricane coming, we got to start preparing and making emergency plans with our families, because this situation looks like it is about to spiral out of control. God bless you. Until next time, in the next upcoming videos. See you soon.